Hi, welcome. This is Josh. I'm with Element Home Loans, and you have found Mortgage Sense, where we like to give some positive information about the real estate world. I'm here today with Rebekah Hughes from Real Estate Partners in Chattanooga. How are you doing, Rebekah?
Good. Thanks for having me, Josh.
Well, thank you for joining us. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate your time. I think this is going to be a great conversation, and I look forward to it.
Me too. And I
Awesome.
appreciate you.
No problem. Good. So I think one of the things that we like to do is like to highlight people that are successful in our industry because there's plenty of negative information out there about the real estate industry. So we like to highlight people that are having success and doing a good job. So can you talk to us a little bit about how you got into real estate?
Yeah, absolutely. For me, real estate was a second career. I think a lot of people find it that way.
Yeah.
I have a background in mental health counseling, and prior to that, some experience in sales and a degree in art. And what happened was in about 2019, I found myself working a traditional W 2, and I had some young children at home. And I just wanted a little bit more freedom, flexibility. And real estate seemed to be a natural fit where I could use all of my skill sets really in enjoyable and in an arena that I was passionate about, because I've always been passionate about real estate. My mom was a real estate agent for a while when I was a kid, or years really when I was a kid. So it kind of was like a lot of things coming together at once. And I was like, this makes so much sense to me. So that I got my license shortly after. I started becoming a student of real estate in 2019, but actually was licensed in 2020 and started my official career then.
Nice. Yeah, I think we have something in common because my dad was in the mortgage business, and my second career is the mortgage business. So it's like families just kind of go together.
They do say
So
you turn into your mom or dad eventually, right? I think people say that.
yeah, well, I've been compared to my dad my entire life, so it's what it is. It is what it is. So you've been in the industry for you said obviously studying it your entire life.
Mhm.
You started really working towards it 4 years ago. You've been licensed for 3 years, and you've had a lot of success. What do you attribute that success to?
So when I got started, I I was very determined. So first of all, I'm just a determined personality. I was like, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it well. And really, my success came as a surprise to me. And I'll just be honest. I had low expectations. I know that real estate's a tough industry. It was also a tough time to enter into real estate with COVID. So I didn't want to set myself up, for too much expectations. I thought I'll sell 4 homes. Like first year, I'll just sell 4 homes, and if I can do that, I'll be so happy. Well, I think I ended up with 15 my first year.
Oh my gosh.
Really, the only thing I can attribute that to is I put it out there, just like anybody would. I told everyone I knew that I was in real estate, posted on social media a lot, made a big push to like make myself present there where I hadn't maybe been before. It's such a great, free, accessible tool for people to use just to connect in general. So I did that. And really, the story that comes to mind is one of my first clients was sent to me by a previous coworker in my previous career. We worked together, and she reached out to me and said something along the lines of, you know, I remember your work ethic when we used to work together. So I know that you'll take care of my mom. And, she needs help finding a house and all this. So I really just was like blown away by that level of trust for someone to just like say, I know that you just got started in real estate, but I believe that you'll do a good job and I trust you. And it means a lot to me. And I think about it all the time because every time I get a new client, that's what's happening. They're trusting me with a major transition in their life. So it's a big deal.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, as somebody that's newer to the industry, you're working with somebody that this is one of the biggest purchases or biggest financial transactions. It's make or break for a lot of people. So for someone to say, I don't know what you can do in this arena, but I know how hard you work, that's a huge, huge compliment. So that's great.
Yeah, I think it speaks to just like the kind of person that I am. I will lose sleep if I don't put it all out there. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's really important to me. That some of that comes from the work that I did in the mental health world. You know, being a resource, being an advocate. Like fiduciary duty is not news to me. That's something that I practiced before. So it just comes naturally to me to want the best for everyone. And I feel like if I go to bed at night knowing that I put the clients first, I did the right thing, and I worked my hardest, then I'm doing okay. So as long as those are my goals, and not necessarily the numbers that I put up, I think I'm gonna be okay.
Oh my goodness. It's like I'm hearing all the coaches that I have come together because it's not necessarily about the money. It's about helping people. It's about doing the right thing. It's about working hard, putting your nose to the grindstone. Kind of, and I hear a positive attitude. Is that what I'm hearing too? Do you have a positive attitude?
I do have a positive attitude. I think it's all. I think it all works out. Like even obstacles or having to pivot or become creative in a transaction, I do tend to believe that, well, if this doesn't work out, there's a reason and it's going to work out in the end. So I think that positivity comes from maybe like being a little bit of a creative mind. I like to, think outside the box anyway and think, yeah, we'll get there. It'll happen. I'm optimistic. And then also that I'm a person of faith too. So that just is like I have to believe that if I'm, like I said, doing my best, doing the right thing, showing up and working hard, then it's going to work out.
So let me ask you this. Um, obviously, a little bit of what we're doing has an advertisement flair. What do you do to get your name out there? How do you meet new clients?
So actually, I don't really have an advertising budget. I don't pay for leads. It isn't something that I've had to do, just because ever since I got in the business, the majority of my clients are people who already knew, liked, and trusted me and came to me when they needed to buy or sell real estate, or clients that had worked with me and then sent a referral to me. So the large majority of my clients are people who have either been sent to me by someone that knows me or someone that knows me, which is really impressive. Not impressive, sorry.
No, it's impressive. You know
I
what?
don't,
You don't have to say it.
I
I
don't
will
want
say
to
it.
say
That's
that.
impressive.
It's, I guess to me, it's like an extra little bit that I get to hold on to and be like, wow, that makes me really proud that
Yeah,
people send
absolutely.
business to me, and that it's clients or repeat clients. So aside from social media, and like just talking to people and having relationships and connection, I don't try to get business through advertising. I do silly things like I buy water bottles that put my face on them, hand them out at Halloween. Hold on one. This little
Oh, that's awesome. That's
we
awesome.
get hundreds of kids in our neighborhood, and by the time they make it to my house, they're always thirsty. So I started giving out water bottles a long time ago, and then 3 years ago, I was like, I'm going to put my face on a water bottle. So I do that. But I mean, that's just silly and it's gimmicky, and I get to laugh. But um, I don't focus on getting new business. I focus on taking care of the business that I have, and that
That's
just seems to come back around.
that is awesome, and you are very successful. We talked in post production about you don't believe you're in the top 4 or 5% of realtors in the nation, but honestly, top 5% close somewhere around 6 or 7 deals a year, and you're above that. So kudos to you. Congratulations. Says a lot about who you are and the way that you deal with people. So Rebecca, how do people best get in touch with you?
So I'm available by phone or text anytime. My number is 423-827-2362. Email address is rhughes, that's HUGHES, at homesrep.com. And I also am pretty active on Instagram. My handle on Instagram is at Rebekah, Rebekah, and then S like Sam, Hughes. And that's me.
Awesome. I'm gonna have to give you a follow. I'm gonna have to get my own Instagram account and give you a follow. If you're interested in Element Home Loans, the best way to find us is the KevinBlairTeam.com. Kevin Blair being KevinBlair.com. Or you can give us a call at 423-488-7571. That is answered almost 24/7. Just to give you any advice on buying a home that we can, and we're happy to help you out. Rebekah, thank you again for joining us.
Thank you.
If you have, we'd love to do this again. So let's keep in touch.
Absolutely.